Hey sports fans, Don Keyballs reporting from outside the Norfolk Ice Arena where Gold Standard just dished out another helping of Wednesday ass kicking, this time to that ragtag bunch of ankle skidders, Goodfellas. I am joined by Gold Standard veteran Keith Daley. Thanks for being with us, Sancho.
Thanks, Don. Good to be here.
First off, Keith, I have to ask, what's with the ninja outfit?
Oh? I forgot to change after I left the house. The only way my wife lets me leave is if I go all stealth and sneak out without her knowing.
That certainly sounds like domestic bliss. Nonetheless, you've been out of the lineup for quite a while now. Have the team doctors given you any timetable for your return?
Actually, Don, the doctors have cleared me to play, but since my line mates are playing so well without me, I am not sure when I will get back in the lineup.
Boy, are they ever playing great. Eddie Mo and Paul Carlo have not even missed a beat since you pulled your vagina. A lot of people want to know, does it bother you to see them having the type of success they are having without you?
I won't lie, Don, it hurts my very soul. What makes it even worse is that they are doing it by playing with a couple of fat asses, like McMullen and Edwards.
Well, Sancho, I am not sure if you heard, but McMullen is on the season-ending injured list.
I did hear that, Don. There have been multiple conflicting reports about McMullen's injury. Some say he has very hurt feelings, while others have claimed he injured himself attacking a McDonald's drive-thru attendant when they would not serve him 13 sausage McMuffins after 11 a.m. I don't know how accurate any of the info out there is, but we all hope for a speedy recovery for the big fella.
Also, Keith, Brian Cotter was noticeably absent this week again. Can you give us any insight on where the Green Hornet has been?
Well, between you and me, Don, it seems that Cotter has had a lot on his plate lately.
Oh, you mean with getting his kids to hockey and taking care of work-related issues?
No, I literally mean he has had a lot on his plate and is coming to the realization that the NHL may not be the right league for an aging heavyweight anymore. Sure, portly players like Pete Edwards are seeing some success, and even older players like Scott Odoms can hold their own most nights, but you put the combo together of old and fat, well done, then it might be time to start looking into candlepin bowling leagues.
Candlepin bowling might be a great option for Cotter given his penchant for blindly throwing it down the center of the ice.
And don't forget, Don, he wouldn't have to change lines anymore and could continue to take 20 to 25-minute shifts if he was bowling.
Okay, enough about the players who weren't here tonight. We still have to talk about the 9-1 dismantling of Goodfellas that Gold Standard just performed.
Indeed, Don. The boys were certainly out for blood tonight. You can look up and down the lineup and you would be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't have at least a good game.
I agree 100%, Sancho. It almost makes me sick to my stomach to say this, but even Jason Henney didn't look out of place tonight. Did you see the bomb he scored on? This may be just the type of performance that will put an end to the constant calls for Henney to be traded.
Well, Don, if I were Henney, I wouldn't go sucking my own dick just yet. Let's remember he did have Pirong as a partner to babysit him in the defensive zone.
Very true, Sancho, but Pirong was responsible for Goodfellas' only goal of the evening after he kicked a puck directly onto a Goodfella player's stick in the slot. Besides those two, with the players in attendance last night, the other defensive pair was certainly one we have not seen much of this season.
No, thankfully, Don, you're right, and with a little luck, we will never have to see it again. Jeff Keenan stepped back to play with Mike Constantine. If ever there was a team that you could throw those two on the blue line together against, it's Goodfellas.
Now, Sancho, in your honest expert opinion, does the fact that Jeff Keenan is a liberal commie fuck adversely affect his play?
When he's up front, Don, it most certainly does not, but when he's back on defense, you can't help but wonder if all those turnovers aren't somehow related to his Marxist beliefs of spreading the wealth around.
Like you said, it was a good opponent to roll out that type of defense against, but the guys up front looked sharp.
Fucking A-right they did, Don. Again, Eddie Mo and Paul Carlo continue to show they can make anyone look good. First me, then Tractor, now Edwards.
The other line had a different feel to it as well, with Bobby Mack centering Matt Hellberg and Dave Roach.
You know what made this line click tonight, Don? You could just see it in Rochi and Bobby Mac's eyes that they knew they weren't going to see the puck much, so they committed themselves to the things like aggressive forechecking and all the little things so Hilberg could once again see how long he could hold on to the puck for.
I guess the only player we haven't talked about is Rob Mills.
Don, Rob Mills is a goalie. In no way is he a hockey player.
Well, Sancho, some would argue he's not even really a goalie either, but tonight he only gave up 1 goal.
Very true, Don, but he also only made 2 saves.
This Justin, folks. I have received word from the Goodfellas management that their goalie just found out he let both Roach and Henny score and has been put on a suicide watch by Goodfellas management.
I can understand that, Don. If I were a goalie and I let Roach and Henny score on me, it would probably be best if you took my shoelaces and belt you.
Sancho, thanks for taking the time to speak with me. I guess you'll be going home and sneaking back into bed now?
No, Don. First I want to hang out with the guys from Backland Electric. That's just what a good teammate I am. I will drive through possibly questionable road conditions just so I can have a couple of beers with opposing teams. Wow, now that I say it out loud, it really does make me sound like a douchebag.
Well, Sancho, you're still a douchebag who can win some face-offs. Until next week when Gold Standard locks horns with Sweeney at 8 p.m., this is Don Keyballs from the Norfolk Ice Arena signing off.